Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to this new video. Today we're here for PSGL Abu Dhabi, and after its final round of the season. And yeah, we're going to score some good points. We had a mediocre season so far. It's been alright, but yeah, it's not been as good as I really hoped for. Especially qualifying has let me down. Not even the pace, but just like performing in the actual session is most of the time. Yeah, let me down, like I said. Um, but yeah, we're in Abu Dhabi, which usually is quite a decent track for me, I'd say. Um, but yeah, it's pretty hard here to hook up a qualifying lap, and since qualifying has been our downfall the whole season pretty much, it's not gonna be easy. But as you see, I'm not using the curb there on the entry, which most people do, because it's faster. But like, there's some potholes on the track that are very inconsistent. So for this race, I wasn't using it, just because, yeah, of the RNG nature of it. But here on our first run, we do a 3-5 split, which is alright after the terrible first sector we had. Um, so yeah, if we do a good final sector, we can definitely still do a point three, which for banker is alright. Um, Now here coming through the double left, pretty decent so far it looks like. Um, and now into the final corner, miss it a little bit, pretty bad final corner, and we do a 5-1-3. The final sector wasn't very good at all. Yeah, so now into our second run, and last time our first sector was really bad, so we're gonna look to improve there now. Just going into turn one, this is probably the worst turn one you're ever gonna see. I was down on my time, and my last lap was already horrendous. So yeah, not ideal start to lap. Um, yeah, we have to carry on with it, but yeah, was pretty annoyed already. So now we don't really hit the apex, but still we gained some time because we just braked a bit later, and the rotation was pretty good. Um, Now going into the chicane, this is probably the hardest corner on the track for me. Again, not using the outside curb, so we do it pretty nicely here, I think. Second part as well, good traction. Yeah, it's not been a perfect middle, but definitely alright. And after the first sector, it's pretty good. So now into the final sector, 309 split. This left-hander, yeah, it's a lot faster, but not really on the limit at all. Now going into this right-hander, we do that quite nicely. Not a lot of speed carried, but still pretty good. Now the double left again. Missed the second part a little bit, but still gained some time. So yeah, so far it's been a good final sector. Now the final corner only left to go, and yeah, it looked better than last time, but we still lost some time. And we do a 3-3-2 lap, which with our first sector is not very bad at all. For me at least. In practice, I was doing zero point 0.0 PB. I knew it wasn't going to be enough for pole, but yeah, it was going to be good to be fighting with like a top six, top seven position. So now, final run. We need to improve in the first sector. As we, for some reason, our exit was bad there. But now turn one, a lot better. Still not on the limit at all, but I just want to get a good first sector in, or at least a better first sector in. As this is a lot better than we did the last two times, as it's 1-3-0, which is alright. It's acceptable. Again missing the apex here, but our exit is a bit better, so we do gain time. And so improve like this will be a low point too, but there's still time to gain, especially in the last sector, I think. So now into the chicane, we're gonna brake in time. We do the first part very nicely, and it's look with the second part we just miss and we get a big slide. And yeah, I think I lost like 1.5 tenths there. We did a good first part of the chicane, and the second part we completely missed it. But now final sector, this is where we can still gain time. The left-hander, same as last time, again not on the limit, so wasn't perfect. Now into this right-hander. Now doing that one pretty well, carrying more speed than last time. Into this double left, also doing it quite nicely. We do lose a little bit of time though, but there was time in the last corner. So now going into the last corner, fourth gear, we do carry more speed, get a better exit, and we do improve to 2.56, which I wasn't happy with, as you can imagine probably, because yeah, um, the time we lost in that chicane was just so much. I think we threw away
Lap, Daniel?
maybe a high zero if I actually would have absolutely nailed the exit, but definitely like a low 0.1. And I was very disappointed with myself. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I did know that I had the pace to do it, but yeah, I just made a mistake and yeah, lost a lot of time. So now going into the race, we're gonna have to do a lot to score points here today. As it's 5 red lights, and away we go finally. So we don't get a perfect start, but Sabrino is staying on the middle of the track, and so does Timur, and I just break around the outside. A very good first corner, gained 2 positions already, and yeah, perfect start for so far. And now into this hairpin. I did see that the McLaren got damaged, so I wanted to get past him ASAP. So now I break quite late into here, and I squeeze into this gap. I have to watch out that I don't drive into the rear wheel of Benz, because that's going to spin him around, and it's going to be a penalty for me, obviously. So yeah, we do use because we don't want to get overtaken by the cars behind. It's Jack West behind us, who's actually leading the championship. Um, so that's interesting. But now I needed to get past McLaren because he had damage, and he gets a little bit squirmy on the exit. So we get past him on the inside, turn off the ARS because I knew he wasn't going to be able to hold it around the outside. It's now into this left-hander, touch a little bit, but yeah, I don't think there was much wrong with that. So now Max Wissel right ahead of us, also on the hard, and into this braking zone. There's going to be a little bit of contact, and we're going to make up another position. So we've already gained 4 positions, and now there's Camille and Max Wissel right ahead of us fighting for P9. So yeah, we've had a perfect start so far. And now into the final corner, Camille goes for it. We go for a little bit of a switchback. We get a better exit, and we go down the inside of both of them. So that's going to be 2 positions probably. But into turn 1, I saw the wrong 100-meter board, or like I saw the 150, and I thought it was the 100 board. So I braked way too early. But still, we did gain 1 position, and now we're just gonna go past Max into the hairpin. So still nothing lost to that, just a little bit more careful, which it's alright. We still got past him anyway. So yeah, it's been an insane start, to be honest. This has made our race so much easier. As now Benz is going past Max, and Benz is obviously on the soft. So yeah, if he's gonna attack us, we're not gonna fight it too hard. Ideally, I want to stay ahead, but if I can't, then yeah, just have to accept it. So yeah, into lap 3, we are still in ninth position, but yeah, Ben's softs are still quite fast. I don't think they've quite hit the drop-off yet, and he wants to make up a lot of positions, obviously, because he needs to, because he's on the soft. So yeah, I wasn't gonna use the fight, but I did like defend a little bit. I wasn't gonna give it up completely easy. So now he goes down the inside, a break quite late, and yeah, to stay on the inside area, he gets the switch back. But I knew Max was too far back to go for the move anyway. And I didn't want to make it easy for Benz. So we did make it a little bit harder for him than was needed. But we didn't use, so that's fine. Just making him use a little bit probably. Maybe he didn't, but yeah, that was my idea to make him use a little bit. So we can get pass easier. But here in lap 5, which one thing that's very important here is you can see Xander behind us on the softs hasn't overtaken us because now we're nearing the part where the drop-off's gonna hit. So if I had 2 soft runners ahead of me, that would have been would have made my life a lot harder because overtaking 2 cars is a lot harder than just one. So yeah, that's a really good thing, and I was very happy with how I performed so far in this race. It's now, yeah, you can see still Xander behind us. Ben's his tires are now starting to drop, and also I think there was Joost in P5 around there who was also on the soft, so that's gonna cause some carnage probably soon. But yeah, you can see now we're following Benz very closely. We need to get past him soon probably, but we can't use too much to get past him because it's just gonna ruin our race if we have to use a lot of URS to get past. So yeah, it's been great so far, but now it's gonna be important to get past Benz because you can see how much slower he actually is now. He's sliding a
Maar voor
lot.
nu inderdaad
He's
zeker.
missing a lot of apexes. He's got bad traction. So yeah, this is gonna be hopefully our opportunity. So into this hairpin, you can see how much time we gain, and he also gets a slide. So it was gonna be pretty easy overtake. Um, maybe I shouldn't have used here, but I just used like 7%, which is quite a lot. But yeah, I did use a little bit to get past him. So yeah, we're back in P9, and yeah, we still have Joost on the soft, so that's probably a position we're gonna gain later on in the race as well.
Laat hem maar gewoon
So
doen
yeah,
even aan.
it's looking very good for us.
Belangrijkste is dat
And
weer is.
also the train hasn't broken up yet at the front, because I mean I thought it might happen, because Joost's tires were gonna drop and people were gonna overtake him and cause some chaos. So yeah, very good so far. We now move on to lap 8. So there's a little bit of a bust up here. Everyone braking very early and hitting each other.
Ik stond Mirko echt gewoon
So yeah,
stil.
we are
Oké,
still
ik weet dat heel niet.
just trying to save the battery. We did use a little bit actually, but yeah, we should now just save until the pit stops come. But there you can see Joost going wide, and he lets everyone go. I think he might have picked up some damage. I'm not quite sure why he did, but I can only imagine he picked up some damage and didn't want to ruin anyone's race. So yeah, that's nice from him to just let everyone go. Don't really influence the race. As now, lap 16, Daniel and Mirko go into the pits and more people do. But Daniel crashes into the back of Mirko and loses his front wing, which causes the virtual safety car. And like you can imagine, this is very bad for us, as now everyone behind us is going to be able to pit.
Was dat nou 2 keer een break?
Or I should say the people that now pit get a virtual safety car and get a free pit stop pretty much. They gain, I think they will gain around 8-9 seconds, maybe even more, because the virtual obviously really driving slow and they're in the box. So yeah, this has been very bad for our race, because yeah, like you see later on in the race, Mirko was just ahead of us. Daniel was just ahead of us, had to change his wing, but he's still gonna gain time, because yeah, you lose 7 seconds with the wing change, but yeah, you gain more time than 7 seconds, so it's still an advantage for him. And Mirko, Sergio, Thomas are all gonna
30 seconden dat,
yeah, gain a lot of time from this virtual, which yeah, I mean it kind of, yeah, I don't want to say it ruined our race, but it did ruin our chance at a very good position. And yeah, obviously quite lucky for them, especially Daniel, who literally had to change his full wing. Yeah, if there was no safety car, obviously would have been out of the race, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to carry on with it, and I was gonna stay out another lap because I just wanted to have the tire advantage later on in this race on this track. It's so important to have a tire advantage, and there wasn't really a big train behind me, so I knew I wasn't gonna get undercut too much. So yeah, we're trying our best to now. We had a full battery, so we're gonna use to try and get into the DRS. So yeah, that's gonna be quite important, because DRS gains you a whole lot of time. So now I missed the apex because I was pushing a lot, but still I did manage to get the DRS. I don't exactly know how, but I did, so that's good. And now we're gaining a lot of time because of DRS, and they are fighting a little bit up ahead of us. So we are going to close up into the chicane and get DRS for the second part as well, I think. So yeah, this has been great. This has been really good. This was definitely the right choice to stay out another lap, because yeah, we're gonna have a tire advantage later on in this race, and we'll all be able to do something. But because of the VSC, it's gonna be impossible for us to catch Mirko, Sergio, and I think Thomas, but he was already ahead of me. But still, yeah, did obviously gain time with that. But yeah, it's gonna be impossible to catch them. So yeah, we are actually with the kind of lead train here, because I think there is Duncan Offland, who got pole position, and Joseph, who I think also started in the top 3, and Yannick. So yeah, our race pace has been good. I think our pace was really good. I was just making a little bit too many like tiny mistakes, but still we were able to show some good pace, which I was very happy with. So still have some good ERS. As yeah, you
You
can
can
see
say
now
that. That's
already
how.
the guys that have boxed on the VSC, and now Daniel also passing us. So yeah, I think that shows how much time they gained. Obviously, they undercut us 1 lap. Well, 2 laps, but like 1 lap was pretty much fully on the VSC. So like they they undercut us by a little bit more than 1 lap. So
Laat Jan
um,
zo meteen maar gewoon de
yeah,
pace aanvoeren.
just shows
Kun
how
je
much
zelf
time
sparen
they
tot aan de
actually
laatste
gained.
rondes.
Ja,
As we're
als hij
on lap
tegenstander
19 and Jack is stayed out.
Ja, die moest je
He
inderdaad.
was doing what he best he could to hold Mirko up, but he lets us go. But yeah, Mirko had to win, and Jack had to score 0 for
ik kijk
Mirko
naar
to win the
het op
championship.
positief of negatief om even af te
So
maken.
yeah, the VSC has completely like ruined Jack, because now
Dus die
Mirko
moet
is
je
in
wel
winning
echt inhalen.
position, which he wasn't before.
Zo mogelijk.
So yeah, they've all had quite a bit of luck. But now Yannick, Duncan, and Joseph have all gone past Timur, but I wasn't close enough to follow them through. So yeah, you'll see how much time it's gonna lose us. You can just see the grip difference we have. I think he was on 7 lap older tires than us. So
Je gaat denk ik
yeah, I don't
sneller
know
dan
what
denken.
exactly he was thinking, but
Yep.
yeah, you can just see the grip difference. It's actually painful to watch. So now he's also gonna get the slider. He's gonna lose us so much time, and yeah, this was very frustrating. I did make a mistake here though, because after this I was gonna use quite a bit of ERS,
Klein beetje.
which I shouldn't have done. I should have just not used anything and caught up just using the tires, because that would have happened anyway. So yeah, that was just a stupid mistake, which might cost us later on. Because now we're into the hairpin. I'm gonna send it on Benz. He just leave me minimum room, but he just left us a car with. That was very good racing there. He left the perfect amount of space for me to fit through. And yeah, that was
Max 18
really good
zit ook
racing. So I knew I was
volledig
gonna
in.
get past Xander on this exit, because yeah, our tire advantage, like the soft hard strategy
Als je
wasn't
ERS
really a good
verandert of zo,
strategy.
dan
I feel like. So we're gonna need to use a little bit here. But yeah, that was just important to get past. But if I wouldn't have used the ERS that I did earlier on, I would have still had a lot more. Which is, yeah, my mistake. I shouldn't have used so much for just catching up,
Max is
because
van
that was
zijn
something that
4
was gonna
ronden.
happen anyway. But here Max is flashing, so that's gonna be an easy pass probably. I was gonna aim to get past him this lap. So now I do make a mistake into turn one. That's what I mean with like the many mistakes I made. These things just in the long run cost you quite a lot. So yeah, I need to try
Nee, is
and
helemaal
get them
niks. Gewoon op
out
twee
of my yeah. Don't know how to say it, but I need to stop making them pretty much. As now Max also gets a little bit of a slide. We use a little bit. He's not gonna really fight it. So I think I'm gonna use a little bit more here, which also a stupid mistake. It's only 5%, but that 5% can gain you a lot later on, as Max is never going to be able to hold it anyway. So yeah, we do get through on him, and now we're behind Yannick.
Joost.
Yeah, P9, but obviously the guys that pit under the VC,
Ik zit op
yeah,
Veertig.
they were quite far ahead. As you can see, Yannick is now behind us because he actually had a screen freeze, and that dropped him back like 2 seconds. But this strain with Joseph on the softs is going quite slow, so he was able to catch back up. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of ERS. I'm behind my teammate here, and I probably should have gone for it, but yeah, because it was my teammate, I was like, yeah, I don't want to ruin both of our races here, because yeah, we didn't have a good season, so and we were obviously in the call together, so I was more like, yeah, we just need to get a good race together, instead of now me sending it on him and ruining both our races. As yeah, he's not gonna be able to get past Jan here, I think, or is he? Yeah, he is. He does make it around the outside, so that was a very good move. And now on the final lap, we're gonna try to um, get past Jan, but as I kind of sent it here up the inside, because I knew Yannick was otherwise probably gonna get past me. But yeah, the thing is, Yannick didn't really have to use to catch back up, because he didn't make the mistake that I did, probably, because I think he had quite a bit more ERS, but he didn't make the mistake of using to catch back up, because that was gonna happen anyway. Because Joseph's tires are done and they're gonna catch anyway. So yeah, my ERS management this race was poor, which in the long run cost me a lot, which is something I need to work on for next season. As yeah, I think I should be in F2 still, hopefully. As I had to send it here because now Yannick is right behind us, so touched a little bit with Jan, and I'm gonna use my battery. I knew I was gonna get out of Jan because Jan is obviously flashing, but yeah, now Yannick is also overtaking us, and I'm not sure how much better. Yeah, he's not flashing yet, so that does show that his ERS management was a lot better. As he does make a mistake here, but we don't have battery, so we're not gonna get past him anyway. But something interesting is gonna happen here. Mirko was obviously going for the lead of the race, and he gets spun around here by Sergio, and he's gonna DNF here on the left. He's out of the race. He's out of the championship. He lost the championship on the final lap, which is a big shame for him. But yeah, it's nice for us because we gain another position. And Joseph has just picked up a penalty, I think, so that's gonna gain us another position. So in the end, it's a P6. If nothing happens here, which it won't, nothing worse can happen, but it's gonna be a P6, which is very, yeah, disappointing. It's very disappointing because I would have
Ja, niet gecenterd als
gained
Sabine
at
op elkaar
least. I think I definitely would have stayed out of Sabrino, and maybe yeah, Mirko obviously crashed out, but like that's one extra position, and I don't know, the VSC I would have been ahead of Daniel probably at the end of the race because yeah, he obviously crashed. So yeah, I think there was a podium was possible, but in the end, I think
Nou, de eerste keer
my
dat Daniel
ERS
eruit is
management
geprobeerd te
was
gaan, had
not
Jan
good
hem gewoon
enough to get the
PRS
podium. So I think I would have been around P4 without the VSC. Maybe with all the carnage, you never know. It would have been a long train and it would have maybe been the train for the lead. So yeah, I mean it's P6 in the end, which I was happy with, but I think we could have done better without the VSC. Maybe a podium was possible, maybe more. You never know, but yeah, I definitely think the podium was on.
Trouwens.
With all the carnage,
Waarom
but
staat local? Ja.
it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with it, and it's a P6, which for the end of the season is still a good result. Sergio obviously wins the race, so he's gonna jump us in the standings because yeah, he obviously gained tons of time with the PSC. So yeah, it's a big shame, but it is what it is. And yeah, hopefully next season it's gonna go better. I'll be making videos on that as well, so be on the lookout for that. And
Maar ik denk dat er qua
yeah,
ERS
hopefully you guys
management
will tune in for next video.
dat andere mensen
Bye
wel
bye.
iets beter zaten.